What do you say in Dutch when you get a present? Or when you give a present? Which words do we use to make a sentence affirmative or negative? And how do we say in Dutch he, she, and you? Stay tuned, you will know the answers in 5 minutes from now. I am online Dutch tutor Bart de Pau, and this is 1000 Most Common Words in Dutch, the online video course to learn basic Dutch vocabulary, with additional exercises on learndutch.org. I created 40 lessons. Each lesson contains 25 of the most frequently used Dutch words. In lesson 2, we handle how to thank someone, yes and no, and the personal pronouns. Let's start. Alsjeblieft. Alsjeblieft. And the polite form is alstublieft. Alstublieft. In this word, you see je and u both mean you. Je and u are personal pronouns, which we discuss at the end of this lesson. Alsjeblieft or alstublieft can also mean please. In written form, the meaning of please, you often see the abbreviation of alstublieft. AUB. AUB. But sometimes people also say it this way. The Dutch are used to add alsjeblieft or alstublieft when they ask for something, just like in English. It's considered rude if you don't. Dankjewel. Dankjewel. To say thanks, there are several possibilities. Informal is dankjewel or dankje. Polite is dank u wel or dank u. Here as well, you see the personal pronouns je and u, which mean you. Other versions are bedankt and mijn dank. The last one is not only quite formal, you don't use it when someone brings you a drink, but rather when someone really helped you. Mijn dank. Mijn dank. For most foreigners, it is difficult to pronounce dankjewel correctly, especially if you're a native English speaker. So, I recommend you to use the short version. Dankje. Dankje. Ja. Ja. Nee. Nee. Niet. Niet. Niet roken. Niet roken. Ik ben niet Bart, says Pieter. Ik wel. Ik wel. Ik wel means something like, but I am though. Wel is affirmative, the opposite of niet. Misschien. Misschien. Links. Links. Rechts. Rechts. Of. Of. And a typical question when approaching crossroads is links of rechts. En. En. And did you know that I have a free vocabulary ebook? It contains the word lists of the first 20 lessons of 1000 most common words in Dutch. You can print them and they are easy to fold. Great for rehearsal when you're offline. If you go to the website and subscribe, I will send you a link to download the ebook. Now, we continue with the personal pronouns. This one you already know from the first lesson. Ik. Jij. Je. You can say it both ways, but you use jij if you want to stress who. Hij. Zij. And zij also has an unstressed form. Ze. And well, that's us. Wij. And wij also has an unstressed form. We. Please note, we write it the same as English, but the pronunciation is totally different. We. And this must be jullie. Zij. And they are not Dutch learners, but German learners. And for those who don't know English that well, this is very important. Dutch is not the same as Deutsch. Dutch is what we speak in Holland. German, or Deutsch, is what zij, speak in Germany. I sometimes get messages from people who say, "Hi Bart, your lessons are nice, but I just realized it's not about German." Now, instead of zij, we can also say ze. Please note, we just learned that zij or ze can also be the singular feminine form and, like here, the plural form, no matter what gender. We can determine which one is meant by the conjugation of the verb. And that's what we're going to do in the next lesson. But first, we complete. U. And u is the polite form. Remember, alstublieft and dank u wel. The polite form you use when you don't know each other, in official situations, and to elder people. It is changing though over the last 20 years, so don't be surprised in a shop when they say jij. U we use for singular, but also for plural. And by the way, if you write me an email, you can use jij. No problem. After all, we now know each other, as we learned how to introduce ourselves in the previous lesson. Now, let us repeat. Ik, jij, hij, zij, wij, jullie, zij, u en u. Time for the homework. Study the words and do the exercises on the website. That's it for today. If you liked the lesson, I would be really thankful if you reward it with a thumbs up and share it on social media. And what do I say then? You learned it today? Dankjewel. Dankjewel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for weekly videos to learn Dutch. See you next time. Tot ziens. Tot les 3.